Hey y'all, hey. I am back with another reading, and to be honest, I've been looking forward to doing this one. I'm going to do a reading on Miss Netta and Charles. Miss Netta and Charles, okay? I've been watching them, to be honest, not right away. And I was watching them on the episode of TGI. What's that one called? Claudia, Al, and Armand and Funky Dineva. Um, what is it called? TGI or Black Soul. That's a shame. I don't. I think y'all know what I'm talking about though, and I meant to do a reading on them too. Where's their card at? Hold on, let me see. Okay, Fox Soul, Claudia, Funky Dineva, Al, Armand. I'm doing a reading on them too, but I might do them later on tonight. I wanted to do a reading on Netta and Miss Charles, and the reason why I brought up Fox Soul is because that's the first time I had seen Miss Netta and Charles is on there. So when I seen them on there and they did an interview, um, and it was about cooking, I went to go check it out. And to be honest, I actually watched. I didn't watch too much of it. I watched a little bit of it, but then I had watched this one episode on Miss Netta. She didn't have Charles in there. She was just doing a video showing people how to make dressing. I could tell by the way Miss Netta made that dressing that it was off the hook. I'm not gonna lie. I actually sat down and wrote that shit down while she was doing the video. I wrote it down because I like dressing. And so beyond that, after I had watched them on there, I started watching a couple of their videos, and then you know how YouTube goes, so videos pop up. And so I started seeing them. I started seeing Miss Netta really going at it with people. At it, some dude was faking like him, and I guess he was in that community as well. I get tongue tied when it comes to the LGBT community, so I try to stay off of it. You know what I mean? The topic, because I always get tongue tied, and to be honest, I get confused because, and it's not personal against the LGBT, but it's like y'all always come up with new names, and it's pansexual now, it's something else, and I don't want to get nobody, I don't want no drama, so I just don't want to get nobody confused, and I don't want to get, because I get confused, I'm not gonna lie, people get offended. I had a friend that I grew up with when we were younger. He was gay when we were in high school, best friend and all that. And then when we became adults, I didn't see him for like 10 years, but then when I ran into him, he's a trans now. And see, I get tongue tied now because I get confused. I know he was gay in high school, but now he's a trans woman. See, I don't get the words right, so I just stay off of it. And I was learning things from her, and I had to get used to that too, because in high school that was, I'm not gonna say no names, of course, but that was my friend. He was in high school, that was him. And he wanted to, now that we older, he's a woman, and you can't call him no man. You can't call her no man. See how I get tongue tied and confused already? You can't call her no man now. You cannot call that bitch a man. She will beat your ass like a man. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I just try to stay off the topic because it's crazy out here in this world. It's crazy. So I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, it was another guy. I think he was gay too, because you have to be gay or trans, and you are a man, and you put on lipstick and a wig. I don't care if you acting. You put on lipstick and a wig, and you imitate a woman. Especially if you put on crazy makeup. Now, I may give it a little bit percentage to some of the actors. I'll give it to, depends, not really, but it's really real. If you dark as me, because I'm a dark skinned latte. This camera probably making me look a little lighter, and that candle a little bit, but no, I'm darker than this. Especially when you dark. And to be honest, some of these ninjas be darker than me. They be like dark, like Wesley Snipes dark. Woo, that movie too wonderful. Anyway, and you wearing lipstick and you wearing bright ass pink lipstick and eyeshadow that's pink, and I'll be in my head like, oh my god, dark skinned girls, like real dark skinned women don't even do that. We know not to wear no, I know not to wear no pink ass lipstick because I'm dark. I don't know. So I think he was trying to imitate Miss Netta, but he was overdoing it because Miss Netta don't even have on no makeup like that. You know what I'm saying? And they was going at it, and Miss Netta started calling herself ugly, and she knows she not attractive, and so it's a lot of issues with that. It's also a lot of, I also seen when this other gay guy, it's these other two gay guys, they was on a podcast. I was watching a blog talk about it, actually. I can't remember who though, but they were on a podcast, and the it was the two gay guys. One gay guy was white, the other gay guy was black, and they was just talking, having a podcast. And the white guy just starts saying he want to take Charles from Miss Netta, and he could cook better than Miss Netta, and he got money, and he'd take care of them. And because you know, gay guys, they want a straight man most of the time, and it's not so much that they want a straight man, they just want a masculine man. You know what I'm saying? And the only way they get their masculine man is if they talk to undercover straight men. But I feel like there is masculine gay men out there. They're harder to find, but sometimes you might have to move to another state. That's just my opinion. From energy, feeling energies, reading, depends on what state you in. You may have to move to another state if you want to find that masculine gay man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's what it be for the gay guys that always find themselves messing around with undercover men. I think you just want a masculine gay man that's up forward and that's just straight out there with himself and not hiding, and that's hard to find. So I kind of get that, and so I feel like a lot of people, a lot of gay feminine men are gonna go after Charles because he's very masculine. And he's out there with his gayness. And Miss Netta is not the best looking, and they feel like if he had talked to her, he had talked to me. Because this gay white guy was not the best looking either. You know? So, yeah, anyway, let's do a reading. Miss Netta and Charles, it seemed like everything was all good between them until they started getting a little popular on TV, making a little more money, and then she's always going at it with somebody over Charles. And the first thing, it could be a straight woman, it could be a gay woman. Oh, by the way, Charles dated straight women before he got with Miss Netta. I mean, he dated women because he's a guy, he's masculine. He dated 2 women before he got with Miss Netta, but I haven't heard these women coming out and talking about it. It's just a past history when he was younger too, so. He's probably one of those that had to be raised to be this way, and he was this way. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really hear the women coming out talking and none of that stuff. Not to mention they weren't, you know, not that it matters, but they weren't black women. And so they really probably don't want to come talk about it. Anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's a straight woman or a gay man or anybody. Miss Netta is always getting into it with people a lot lately, and she don't even be bringing up Charles. She got into it with somebody at the beach or the pool, and she wasn't even bringing up Charles. She was bringing up how they be treating her and talking to her crazy, and then the girl just said out of nowhere, "Don't nobody want Charles," and she said, "I didn't say you did." And so it's like I could see why Miss Netta be going in a little bit, but I just want to do a quick reading. I know I talked for a little bit. This reading is going to be a little long. I have my opinions because I actually been watching Miss Netta and Charles, and it's probably not like it is on YouTube when she's cooking his meal and all that. It's probably not really like that. They probably just do it for the channel. It's like acting nowadays. Who knows? But let's see the energy between them. Let me start with Charles. Give me Charles' energy towards Miss Netta. Are they going to end up not together? Damn, that's the first card that came out. Oh, goodness. I feel like it's people. This is a mess. This is a fucking mess. They're going to try to keep their strength. I don't feel like it's them that's separating them. I feel like people are separating them. I feel like they won't prevail at the end. At the end. Wow. I got that. Wow. All right. Let's talk about it. I should have ate some, y'all, because I'm hungry. But it's okay to read on an empty stomach, especially when it's growling. Let me fix this damn camera. All right. Because I could see while I'm filming. I'm looking at it while I'm filming. Yes, I do feel like they have broken up. Too many people involved, too many people in their business, too many influences, and it's too much evil eye. It's too much people wanting them to break up. Even if they're not doing spiritual work, I don't think so, because I don't want to just assume that everybody in the world does spiritual work now, but they do. It was a point in time where spiritual work nobody knew about, especially me growing up when I was a kid in that church, in the Christian church, and I didn't start learning and hearing about it till I was like 14, and I never focused on it. But especially nowadays, it seems like if people don't know how to do it, they pay somebody. But before people knew how to do it, and before all this spell work and all that, people had that energy where they can automatically manifest something, or their energy is strong enough to affect other people and move things in other people's lives. Some people just have that gift and don't realize it. So even if they don't know it, just their intentions, their thoughts, their moves, their, like, the people that's around them could still affect it. You know, it's a thing that's sad in the human world, where you got to watch yourself for other humans for your own sake, you know, protection wise, financially. It's all kind of ways, right? Even your LIFE, right? But in this case, it's like whoever's around them, whatever company they keep, whatever that situation is, it's manifesting them to have problems. But I feel like they're going to keep going. I feel like strength is going to come in that relationship, and they're going to keep going. Sometimes there's boredom. I feel like sometimes Charles gets bored. But a lot of people feel like their relationship is popular. It's popular. And they don't want to see it go forward. They don't want to see it move. They don't want to see it progress. So I feel like, yes, they have had issues. I feel like they're going to have issues for a little bit. And then I feel like out of nowhere, they're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. Let me see. Give me Charles' energy towards Miss Netta. I do feel like he be wanting to walk away sometimes. I do feel like, and you know, I feel more like sometimes he wants a break. That thing, I really meant to put this right here and this right here. This came out twice. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people is trying to break up their their happy home, because they're kind of making money. So I feel like people are trying to energetically mess with their money, mess with their relationship. They see the masculinity in Charles, and Miss Netta is very feminine, very, very. So I feel like somebody is probably doing spell work to break them up. If y'all would have seen this blog that I seen, and this gay white man, he was so serious about how he want Miss Netta man. He was like, and I could feed him, and I could take care of him, and I got money, and you know, the gay relationship is different. It's a lot of people that want to see them breaking up. It's a lot of people that don't like this popularity, this happiness, this relationship. It's somebody that's trying to get Charles to be energetically, and it's working, because it's working because to be honest, it's easy nowadays for a lot of people to get for spell work to be done on people. It's just that if God isn't involved in your life, because it happens to people all the time. The thing is, when you got God in your life and you connected with the spiritual world, unless you are really, really protected and you are like that yourself and you just put a powerful protection energy on you. But if not, and you are connected with God, he finds ways around. Like, God and the angels will find ways around that shit. They got you. You got, you take it care of. And it's just kind of showing that Charles is kind of vulnerable. He's open spiritually. So it's not hard, whoever's doing it. It's not hard. And if they're not doing spell work, they're definitely manifesting it. Their manifestations is working. If they're not doing spell work. But, I feel like they may be. This is a sneaky, this is that person doing spell work. That sneaky cat that's paying attention and up in their business and trying to make sure that it's getting destructive and it's working. The thing is, I feel like Charles cares and has feelings for Miss Netta, and so it's like the opposite. It's like you care about somebody, you really into them, so it's hard for you to leave, but something is making you feel like you gotta leave. So I feel like even if spell work is being done, if Miss Charles and Netta's love is strong enough, they will get through it. I mean, I feel like they'll be broken up for a little while, but then they will get through it. Because, like, real feelings, real love, I feel like, sometimes spell work get through it, but it really can't for so long. For so long. Yeah, it won't for so long. Because love is light, and light always beats dark. Especially if that couple meditates and connects with the light, then they'll really see a big difference. All right, give me Miss Netta's energy, Taurus Charles. Give me Miss Netta's energy, Taurus Charles. I know that was deep, but I don't really watch Miss Charles and Netta a lot. I don't watch them together a lot. When she say, Charles, your food is ready, I don't watch all that. But I do watch Miss Netta when she does video tutorials on cooking things. But that's just because I cook. And she from Alabama, and I need to know all the secrets. You feel me? But that's just me. But I watch those parts, and then I watch other blogs when they talk about the drama, and they show the drama between Miss Netta and other people. I watch that, but I don't really watch the videos with them. Like, I don't watch that. All right, give me Miss Netta's energy, Taurus Charles. This video will be a little longer than others because I was really interested in doing this video. Oh, she's like, or he. See, this is why I don't talk about this type of stuff, the LGBT community, because I'll get confused. And then they'll get offended. Like, I feel like the LGBT community would get offended with me, and I wouldn't be doing it purposely, because I'm just confused and I'll get stuck. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they argue a lot. They're separated. They're distant. I feel like Miss Netta distances herself from Charles more than he does her. I feel like he tries. I feel like he's under a spell. Because this energy is not coming out. See? This energy, see? I'm not fucking shitting. Look at this shit. Miss Netta's the opposite. Look, the back of the deck. The back. Somebody wants to take somebody's doing spell work on you and Miss Charles. Miss Charles, see? Somebody's doing spell work on you and Charles, Miss Netta. And you see how this is the opposite for you? They ain't worried about you. They not touching you. But they did sneak on you. But in my I showed the last card where the sneaky cat was, yeah. I feel like people should meditate in their lives. They could see what's around them and who's doing this and that and who's, you know, yeah, all right. I don't want to talk too much. Yeah, somebody is sneaking and doing work to separate you and Miss Charles. Let me move these cards real quick because I didn't even read these. It's just that when I seen that, I was like, bam, sis, thanks. He's not romantic no more. I got him too popular. Like, he's too popular, and it's like he's kind of leaving me behind a little bit. I think he's bored with me. He's not really bored. He just needs a little space right now. I will say that. People are in y'all business. But Miss Netta is, she a queen for real. This queen of swords, she could be an air sign. I didn't even look to see what Charles could be, but I'm getting air. She could be something air, Miss Netta. Because this queen is going in. She going in. I mean, I literally feel like she's the one that broke up with him. His attention, too much attention is getting to her. Like, I think I got him too much attention. Too much attention is getting to him. He might be bored with me. And she's always fussing at him and going off on him and stuff like that. And so I feel like she distanced herself and broke up with him. Because she got tired of arguing and fighting and she got tired of fighting everybody else to defend their relationship. This is her right here, and this is her fighting everybody else trying to defend their relationship. And I don't really see Charles helping. I feel like he sits back. I'm not going to lie, though. Energetically, and look, y'all, I keep telling y'all, I see beyond cards. I'm like, and so, you know, if you coming at me like, well, that don't wear the name sound like the Four of Cups. Oh, well, that's your problem. You do a reading then and see how it sounds for you, okay? I can energetically see right here that something is kind of... And keep in mind, y'all, like I said, I don't really watch the videos when she be telling Charles your lunch is ready. I don't watch that part. I just watch the tutorials when she do certain foods and write down the recipe. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I guess you could say cheating, but I have my own recipes too, okay? If it's stuff that I can't make, like dressing, I make it, but it's just not, and I got that to it. And when I was watching her video on it, I was like, oh, I think I can make my dress have an to it now. So I'm not going to lie, I do that type of shit. But I don't really watch all that other stuff. But I first watched them on Foxo. Anyway, I feel like she fights and defends their relationship and he doesn't do anything. But I ain't going to lie, this is kind of giving me the energy, like, and I'm just looking at this guy right here. I'm not even looking at all this. I'm just looking at this guy right here. Like, he's kind of... I don't know how to say it, Spirit. How do I say this? He's kind of... He's not mature. He's not... Like, I don't know how old he is. So, for an example, if he's 40, because I'm going to assume, because him and Miss Netta look a little older. So, let me say, like, if he's 30. If he's 40, he could have the mind, like, of an 18-year-old. Or if he's 30, he could have the mind, like, of a 14-year-old. Like a mother, you know, like a mother gets into it defending her child, and the child, you know, something like that. Like, he's not all the way, I don't know what you want to call that, Spirit, because I'm not a medical doctor. This is a real shit. I'm not a medical doctor. I can't diagnose shit. I'm just a reader. But what I could feel is that he's not all the way there somewhat, you know. I'm not saying he's off or mentally challenged. He's definitely not giving me mentally challenged energy. It's more like he don't function right away. It comes to him. Like, Miss Netta may have gotten into it with everybody, and like a day would have went by, and then he would have just realized she got into it with everybody. That's the best way I can feel it, y'all. Like, put it like that. And I could tell by here, you know. But he's not romantic no more. He got too much attention. But no, somebody's doing spell work on him. and they want to deceive you so you don't see them. They're doing it so you don't see them. I seen the sneaky cat between y'all. You don't see it. That's why. And that's because, Miss Netta, you an air sign because you so busy. Yep. What. I could see it. Anyway. Alright. Will they make it through, Miss Charles and Miss Netta? And then I'm going to do a quick reading on Carly B and Offset and his mother only and Krishan Rock. But I might do that when I get off work, y'all, because I still got to go to work. Alright. Will they make it through after this spell work is done? I should look into it, though, to be honest. Yep. Ooh, I ain't bullshitting. Somebody is definitely in a mix. I feel like it's that white boy, because that white gay boy was on it. He was on it too fucking hard. Excuse my language. I'll be watching the blogs, honey. Yep, somebody was watching, but they are fated. Miss Netta, they broken up right now, to be honest. Miss Netta at home, single, getting anxiety, drinking some wine, wondering. But I feel like the thing is, Charles, they gonna still make it. The thing is, spell work is being done on him, but he cares. It's not, I didn't get a love card, though. That's the crazy part. But it's something that keeps him to Miss Netta. Whether he in love or not, I would say love. Look, all I know is, because I ain't got a love card like that between them. The only thing I got was a Knight of Wands. So Charles is like very, very young, mature. So he's young, or younger, or just young acting. But I feel like there's feelings. He cares. He's attracted, and so I feel like he's gonna find his way back to her, or him. It's Netta. Oh goodness. Because when she's on Five Souls, she says she's Miss Netta, but she identifies as a guy. So I'm just like, okay. And I'm still saying she. I guess it's because I'm saying Miss Netta. See, this is why I don't talk about it, y'all. I'm just being so real with y'all. This is why I don't touch on the LGBT subject. If you are in the LGBT and you get a personal reading from me, just tell me what you are, what you identify as, and I read off that. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't read for trans. I have. In fact, I did read for a trans. It was like 3 years ago, before I even had the channel. And I seen in a past life. She asked me to read on her past life. Because she told me, because she identifies as a woman, but she was a trans man. Okay? She was a man, but she wanted to be a woman. She wanted me to read on her past life. Because she said in her life now, she has a fear of men. She feels like they're going to stab her or attack her, and so I did. Come to find out, in the past life, she was a woman, for real. She was a woman in her past life, and she was a bitch. She was an evil, mean bitch. She played people. She dogged them out. She was a trip. She was a fucking trip, and a man killed her. She was playing around with men's feelings, hearts. She was like disrespectful to the spirits. She didn't really have respect for God. Like, it was just talking about her past life. And she was taking advantage of being a really bomb-ass, sexy, attractive woman. Taking advantage of men, playing them, dogging them, cheating on them, having men take each other out over her. And one man she was dealing with found out, caught her, and stabbed her to death. And I told her the reason, because I told her the truth. You a man in this life because God is teaching you a lesson. That's why you feel like you're a woman and you a trans. You never know when you read people in their lives. This is why I'm not judgmental on the LGBT. You know what I'm saying? So that's one reason why you went through this now. And yeah, this is why you have a fear of being stabbed, because that's what happened to you in your last life. My advice to you is, if you are mean now, if you a bitch now, however you are, be humble. Be humble. Change your ways. Ask God to forgive you. Try to connect. And yeah. All right. Anyway, I feel like he cares. So he be still, like, they going through it. They having issues, but I still see him hitting Miss Netta up. I still see him connected with her. But right now, they separated. Charles and Miss Netta, they separated. Does Charles love Miss Netta? Does he love her? I definitely say through the cards he appreciates her. It's definitely a third party involved, and they're definitely broken up right now. Look. She's special to him. He has really feelings. He has passion. I said it. I said, look. Commitment, partner. I feel like, yes, he is that. See, my reading just proved my point. It just proved my point. Yes, the spell works. And a third party's involved. And he may even fuck around with this person who did the spell, to be honest. Because it be like that. It happens. But he's going to find his way back. It's going to wear off. I think that's so unfair, though. I think that's not okay. I really do. I be having talks with God about that type of shit. Like, damn, that's not okay. Anyway, yes, he's going to find his way back to Miss Netta, and he does love her. His love needs to be more mature, but he loves her. It's there. And that's why this spell is not going to work. He don't have the patience for it. Like, they have issues. It's in their relationship. It's issues. But they're going to work. He don't have patience for Miss Netta sometimes. Sometimes she get on his nerves. Miss Netta is sad. She's sad. She's sad. They have been distant. They've been arguing, going at it, but he's going to realize he's not making the right choice, and it's not that. He's under something. But yeah, they're going to find their way back. Yeah, see, I feel like this person is going to keep trying to work on him. Miss Netta, girl, that's a mess. It's kind of sad. But they will find their way back to each other because there's love there. But I feel like even further on, this is something I would have to read on like a year later. I feel like even further on, she's going to have to fight. Miss Netta going to have to fight even more. Because I feel like, yeah, he'll come back. But I feel like that person or somebody else or that person or start working more. And so y'all going to have to fight back and work with light. Or if you just don't want to work with, because people are lazy. If you just don't want to work with light, then just go pay a root worker. All right, y'all. I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you for checking me out. Have a good day.